Okay, in this video we're going to look at how to add a carousel, a sliding image gallery in our Bootstrap website. So this is the div that the carousel is going to go into. It's a 12 column div, so it's a row that stretches right across the page using all 12 columns. We need to go to the Insert tab up here to Bootstrap Components and choose Carousel. Now at the moment in Dreamweaver, this is the only kind of gallery effect that is available for Bootstrap. You can add in other galleries, but you can't do it straight away through here in Dreamweaver. You would need to go into the code and manipulate the code. So at the moment we've only got this carousel option. So I'm going to click on that and I want it to nest and go inside of this div. So I'm going to choose the nest option. And what Dreamweaver does is it builds a pre-made gallery for us, which contains 3 images, as indicated by these 3 little circles here. So as I click through, you'll see that it slides through and we've got these 3 images. But what it's done is it's just used a grey box as a placeholder image. We need to replace these images with our images, and we're also going to create 4 images in our gallery. So at the moment we've only got the option for 3, but I'll show you later on in the video how you can add a 4th one in. First of all, let's click on this grey box which is representing the image and go to the menu up here where you can then choose your image to replace the grey box. So I'm just going to choose Disney 1 there, and in it goes. Slide across to the second image, click on the grey box, go in browse for my Disney 2. So these are images that I've pre-made for the carousel, but you don't need to worry too much about the size of those images because the carousel will be responsive. So in other words, the images will respond. I'm just going to slide across and then do my 3rd image. So going to browse here and pick up Disney 3 and click open. And of course, if you come back to that image menu again, you could also add in the alternative text for those images. So at the moment I've got my 3 images which slide across, but I need to add in a 4th image. Now that's not as simple as you might think it's going to be. It's a little bit tricky. You need to come to the DOM panel window and start to understand what's going over here with the HTML tags that have been created when this gallery was made. So I'm just going to scroll through and find this tag here. So this is my div here, which is the row that we put the gallery into. So if I come over and click on that div, it actually selects it here in the DOM, and then in there I can see the carousel has gone in there, and then I've got this tag here called the OL tag. Now the OL tag is the carousel indicators. In other words, it's those 3 circles that we see here, and if I click that open, you'll see 1, 2, 3. Well, I want 4 images, so I need another indicator. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to right mouse click on this and duplicate one of those ally tags to give me 4 indicators, which you can see I've now got here 1, 2, 3, 4 circles. So I've got the indicators, but now I need a space for my 4th image. So I'm just going to close up that OL tag. Now in terms of the images appear inside of these div items here, these things that are just called the divs inside the carousel inner. And if I just collapse that, you'll see that currently we've got 3 of those sitting inside the carousel inner div. Okay, and if I open one of those up, you'll see that there's the actual image and there's also a couple of other divs. The couple of other divs are relating to the captions, the main caption and the sub caption that are available. So we don't want to just copy the image or duplicate the image. We need to duplicate the entire div to make sure that we get the image and the captions come with it. So there's my 3. What I need to do is duplicate one of these to then go and create a 4th one. So I've done that now, and what you'll see is that when we scroll through this, I've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 images. Now 2 of the images are duplicated, but that's what we wanted because here we duplicated the div, so it duplicated the image. That's simple to change. All you need to do is click on the image, come back over here to the menu, browse, and tell it that that's going to be the 4th image that we want. Now if I slide through 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll see that all of the images are now separate and none of them are duplicated. We've got our 4 separate images, but there is a slight issue, and that is if I click on these little circles, I can change from one image to the other, but the 4th circle doesn't work. The first 3 do, but the 4th one doesn't, and that's because when we duplicated this 4th circle over here, there's something that we need to change in the code. Excuse me. So I'm just going to switch to the code view and have a look at our OL tag that we've got here, and these are the 4 little circles represented by these list items, and you can see here that the data slide is incrementing, but because we duplicated the last one, it's duplicated it and kept the 2. We need to change that to say 3. So these must go sequential, and if you're using 7 images, you just need to make sure it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We go back to live view. When we come over here and we see our indicators, let's just scroll down for that on here. Let's just have a look where they are. There we go. Now if I go to my 4th indicator, you'll see that it's working. So all of the indicators are working. To change the headings, you simply just double click. You go in and you can type in here Disney Magic. Let's just put a capital D on there. And then if you wanted to do another image, you would just slide across, double click, and you can put in there your new heading for that one as well. There we go. You can preview this in a browser, so I'm just going to file and save, just make sure it's all working, then go and preview in Safari. Let's go down to our carousel. There it is. If we click on these, we can move through the 4 images. We can use the little circles to go through the 4 images as well, so everything's working. In terms of changing colors or creating space in between other content, we'll have a look at that in other videos.